Hello, 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 YouTube. Hello. I'm coming up here this morning. I got a message to give. Listen, I'm eating right now. I'm eating some tuna because I got to put my protein in my body. Ohio is just getting, Ohio got too much food. They got too many restaurants. They got too many stoves. They got too many. You heard me? But I'm trying to go on a relaxed note. I'm trying to go on a relaxed note today. I'm trying. I'm giving it all I got. I'm calling right now. I'm being tested and I am failing the test. Let me tell y'all, this food that they got here, they got everything. They got everything. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, every time you turn around, there's something new. Even down to the ice cream, it's so new. Like, I'm telling y'all, they're doing me dirty up here in Ohio. Well, it's a good dirty. I got to get my life together. They taking me down up here. You heard me. Let me get me some wipes. Where my wipes at? Yo, they got me going crazy up here in Ohio. Man, listen, I'm sitting here relaxing, taking a break. So I said, let me come up here and talk to my little babies, my children, and whoever else joined the live. You know, I just wanted to come up here and show y'all some love. I have been doing adult videos for a while because there's a lot going on. If y'all need me, I'm going to put my email up there. I keep saying it, but I'm going to get to it. Believe me when I tell you, I'm going to get to it soon as possible. Right now, I'm just, filling out what I'm going through here in Ohio, which is amazing. I got to slow down. I'm just doing too much. But I am going, when I get stable, and get this life coaching and all this, as y'all call it, creator. I think I'm saying all that right. But I am an earth angel. I am a chosen one. So, I got to speak what the Almighty give me. It may seem harsh to the when I speak on the adult channel, but it's not harsh. It's, we have to, as adults, we have to come together. You get what I'm saying? We have to come together. I got some some real sad news this morning about a co-worker that I used to work with, and he was actually a ex of mine too. I met him when I was in sin, when I was in full-blown sin. And I had woke up this morning, I felt sad, and I was like, I don't know why I'm still feeling sad today. Yesterday last night I did a adult channel, and I was so emotional yesterday, last night rather, because I felt my son energy. As the chosen ones, we feel energies. So if you connected to me, I can feel your thoughts. Well, I can hear your thoughts. I can feel your heart, what state of emotions you're in or whatever. And I was just so sad because my son last night, he got 6 more months in the hole, and he was missing his sister and me, and all the emotion was going through him. So I was feeling all of those emotions yesterday. And I prayed for him to read the Bible. And I used to say, read the Bible, Quan, read the Bible. And he used to say, you can't force nobody to read the Bible, Mom. I'm not ready to read the Bible, whatever. So we were battling against this. Hello, real one. Hi. I love the little pink hand. Hi. My hand ain't pink, but hello. So he got 6 more months, and I could feel his emotions, and I was just really dampened yesterday. I was really emotional, very emotional yesterday. And I don't normally have days like that, but when those days come, yes, the Bible is the only way, sunshine. It really is. And he kicked up against it. He kept kicking up against it, which I didn't knock him for that, because I didn't read it either as I grew up. But I was, edited God 144. That number really means something. 144 means something. Let's talk about us earth angels now. You got a title there. You got a title. But so last night I was in a way, I was, crying Why? Okay, I understood. You didn't have to erase it, sunshine. Um, I had to take a break, and I went over there on the other side of this parking lot, and I had a massive headache, which I don't get headaches at all. You're welcome, sunshine. Uphold that title now. Uphold that title. You rocking with the earth angels now. You're rocking with us, that 144. You're rocking with a serious mission. Hold that title up. Be great. Oh, I feel good today, but my son, a friend had texted me, and my son now is reading the Bible. Thank you. I appreciate you. My son told him to tell me that he is reading the Bible now, and he was in the book of Isaiah. Let me tell y'all something. See, those are achievements for me. That's what I love. The stuff in this world, I don't care too much for it. I know we need it. We need certain things in this physical realm, in this earthly realm. But in the spiritual realm, when his friends say, he's reading the Bible, Mom, he's reading the Bible, now we need to start reading the Bible. Now, when I mean that they need to start, I'm talking to a group of young men that was in the streets, gang banging, selling drugs, toting guns. Satan had these young men doing these things. And for me to hear such a shift, it made me emotional. I cried because I rejoiced in that. I don't care about if you say I got a new car, you have to go to school. Goodbye, sunshine. God bless you. And listen, do good in school, okay? Hold your head up. Be all you can be. Be great and love yourself. No bullying. And don't let nobody bully you. If they do, come call me. Hit me up on this little thing right here. But other than that, be loving and caring, and have a good day in school, sunshine. I don't care about, cars and titles and money. We need to eat. We know we need to wear clothes. We know we need to learn, but I prefer spiritual learning first versus physical learning, because there's so many people that is not happy with themselves. And there's so many children, not just disabled children, not just children that got a disability, like what I mean by leprosy. Some children got cancer. Some children are blind. Some children are deaf. Some children are withered. Some children, can't even walk. They're in a wheelchair at a very early age. I ain't talking about them. We talking about normal ones. The children that can walk and talk and see and hear, can pick up this and pick up that. Those children, it don't matter how you're built on the outside. It matters what you're feeling in the inside. We got so many children that are literally depressed, literally suicide thoughts, literally fear to speak their mind, or literally afraid to tell people that they're being abused in the homes, because they feel like there's no protection. There's no guidance. Nobody gonna believe in them. Nobody gonna help them through it. So they keep their mouth shut, so they won't, go back home and get in more trouble, or they're afraid that if they tell, nobody gonna save them. It's a lot going on in children's hearts, because that's what is broken, is your spiritual heart. I just read an article. Hello. Hi. Pray your day is going so well. Tell me yay. Listen, I don't want to hear no. If it is no, I want to hear it too. But tell me yay. You having a good day so far? A good morning so far? But I was just looking at an article where they y'all might be too young, but the older crowd that is in my age bracket or older, back in the day, it was some twin brothers, and they were the Menendez brothers, and they had ended their mother and father, but came to find out they got parole immediately, because they had so many different articles and so much evidence where they talked to a lot of counselors or whatever. Those children were being molested, physically, sexually molested, abused, and they try to speak out, but like I said, with the digestive system and the child protective service system, they don't listen, because see, they are in the same boat that y'all are in. If y'all going through it, and please, if you're going through it, reach out to me. I don't care. We'll handle it. I don't care, because our children need to be children. Y'all need to be healthy. Y'all need to be protected. Y'all need to be nurtured. Y'all need to be cared for. Y'all need to be understood. Y'all need someone that's patient and understanding. We as parents should not be in y'all life giving y'all a hard time, carrying y'all through hard battles. So when you get older, you thinking that being negative or being a bully or being, egotistic or nonchalant or going around hurting other people because you are hurting. We need, as parents, need to come together and find and get to a spiritual solution. Not a physical solution, but a spiritual solution, because we need to protect you all. It's time to protect the young generation. Now, I'm an earth angel. I am chosen by the Almighty. So I speak totally different than majority, co-creators, YouTubers, whatever. I don't care how they speak. That's the way they talk. That's the way they talk. I don't talk that way. I am here to help many souls that need to be rescued from these traumas. Even adults, believe it or not, a lot of adults wearing a lot of childhood traumas, a lot of childhood abuse. And they walking around and they being adults in their earthly vessels, but in their spiritual vessels, they're not full-blown adults. They are wounded adults. That's why you hear them always complaining. If you're living in a home and you hear your mama complaining, you never do what I say. I asked you to do this. I gotta ask you twice. You never do this. You'll never be nothing. You'll never amount to nothing. Who gonna love you? Who gonna care? I'm the only one here for you. I put clothes on your backs. I put food on your backs. See, those parents are traumatized. So if they're telling y'all this, they're traumatized. Somebody traumatized them. Now you're gonna have to feel the wrath of their trauma, and now you got to get traumatized. See, it's not about your peers in the school that hurt you. It's about what you hurting from in the house. But I'm here to tell you, God love you. Jesus love you. I love you. I love you so much. I'm here. If you need me and you need someone to talk to, and I'm talking to the young children that is coming up to be young adults, I love you, and you don't have to go through this alone. I don't care how many of y'all bum rush me. I'm here. I take it. I take the ambush. They call me every time it hits me. I don't know who calling me this time of the morning, but I just want y'all to know I love you all. I love you all, and that's what I'm here for. I love you all to help you all. When you go to school, y'all need a peace of mind. When you go home, you need a peace of mind. You have energy you have to burn. You have learning that you have to learn. Even though we adults, we have to learn too. We still have to learn. I have a lot to learn. I had to humble myself down as a child and just look at my earthly vessel as an adult, but my spiritual self is a child to the Almighty. So I'm learning as I'm growing too. My inner child now is healed. I wasn't healed at first. I came out of a trauma home, and I came through a lot of traumatizing family members. So I know how it feels. But if you're not being traumatized and you're being loved by your parents, love your parents back. Don't become rebellious. Don't start fussing with your parents because your parents are easy. They're easy to talk to. They give you a lot of attention. They give you a lot of love, because not everybody come through traumatizing homes. Not everybody had bad parents. And if you do got good parents, love your parents. Please love your parents. Don't misuse your parents. because there are some children that abuse their parents. You talk back to your parents. You'll get angry with your parents. You'll throw temper tantrum with your parents. You'll get rebellious with your parents. No, you love your parents. Because if you hurt your parents, you'll go outside and you'll hurt other people. And that's the same. It's two sides of the spectrum with humanity. You got some that's spoiled, that the parents spare the rod, spoil the child. Now the child gonna go out in the earth and get around people and feel like you're better than other people. You're gonna feel like everybody is beneath you. And then you got the children that is being abused. So now they're gonna come in this earthly realm around thousands and millions of other children, and now they're gonna start bullying them, or they're gonna start talking reckless to them, or they're gonna hate you, or they're gonna envy you, or they're gonna be jealous of you because you're triggering their traumas. So on both sides of this, the ones that you got it good and you got good parents and you got a good life, do not trigger the ones that don't have a good life. And the ones that have a bad life, don't go out in this realm and start bullying or start being jealous or envy, because that's what Satan wants. He is not the mediator. Christ is the mediator. So we need to love each other equally. You love your brother that don't got, or you love your sister that don't got. The ones that do got, you love them. They're no different than you are. You just came up in a home gratefully, without any harm done to you. So you never know who you may come encounter with. You never know who you may need. Just because you have it in your homes don't mean that one day you will never have it. So be blessed on both ends. If Satan can't take you down when you're coming through it hard, or Satan can't take it down when you're coming through it good, Satan just can't take you down. So don't look at it like you're better, or you looking at it like you never had better. We all got it good. We all are equally yoked. We just have to get on that equally yoked level. We have to get on that spiritual level. So when you come across a friend, if they ain't got no food and you got food, share. Share your food with that child that don't have it, or just give your plate to that child. And I'm talking to y'all children that understand what I'm saying. Give to that person that don't have, or if you see a child that don't have no food, go and share your food with that child. I don't care what the schools say. I really don't care what the school say. What did the Almighty say? Love one another. Love those children. Teachers, if you see a child that don't got no food, and this go for the adults in these schools. If you don't see no children that got no food, get in your pocketbook and give to those kids. Don't let them kids go hungry. Not in no adult site. I seen on TikTok where the cafeteria lady, she got fired for feeding children that didn't have it. She knew the children that didn't have it, and she got fired because if they came back and say they wanted some more, she gave them a second round, so they fired her. Why? Why should she be fired for helping the children? Why should she be fired for giving food to starved kids that is not fortunate? As children, y'all are not old enough to go out there and work. You're not old enough to go out there and survive on your own. That's why the Almighty gave us parents, and before we were parents, we were kids also. So as children, we need, our children need loving and caring, because you're going to have to face the Almighty for being, yeah, that is sad. Yes, it is, Jefferson. It really is sad, but it's on YouTube. I can't share the YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm on YouTube. I can't share the TikTok on the YouTube, but yes, she got fired. Pull it up if you got that platform, but she got terminated for feeding children that wasn't fortunate to have food, and she was giving them double portions of food, and when they came back and they said it wasn't full, she fed them a second time and they fired her. They literally let her go because she went against the policies. What type of policy is that, to see children starving, children coming out of homes they didn't ask to come to earth? We don't have no love. It's not enough love. It's not enough. The adults, and I'm not being mean, but I'm being very honest. And I was so sad yesterday. I had all these thoughts when going through my spirit. And it's very sad that adults, they worrying about a boyfriend, or they worrying about a girlfriend, or they worrying about my husband did me dirty. They worrying about their abuse, but they're not worrying about the trauma of the children. Our children can't do it by themselves. The Almighty didn't give the children that ability when they come out of the womb, grow up in an infant, being a toddler, being a kid, being a young adult, being a teenager, how it grows up. We as adults supposed to have that authority, and when the Almighty give us authority, we supposed to be grateful for such an authority, not using that authority to rule our kids, or to make our kids feel less than, or to take our anger out on our kids because somebody did it to us. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And the government got to get better. I wouldn't want to be none parts of the government, not with that, or the state, or the federal, because it's not being fair to souls. Everybody worrying about a title, everybody worrying about their well-being, everybody worrying about this, but nobody is actually putting their all into fighting for the children. It's a lot of children that's going through trauma. It's not their fault that they don't have food. It's not their fault that they don't have nice clothes to wear. It's not their fault that they can't get their hair combed. They got to go to school with, hair matted to their head, or go to school smelling, different than clean. It's not their fault. And it's not good to tease those type of children, because it's only Satan using certain ones that make them feel like they're better than those ones that's going through it. No, you're no better. You're no better. If you don't get put in that situation as a child, you will feel it when you become an adult, because there's still some adults out here that's in that earthly body is an adult, but in that spiritual body, they're traumatized. And that's where y'all get, quote unquote, the narc, or the covert, or overt, or malignant, or all them types of titles that is only trauma and children that's still on demon time. But going through the physical therapy, they put labels on demons, broken, spiritually broken, and they stuffing them with different medications and all that other. Sorry, somebody calling me again. They love to call the girl. Wait a minute, give me 1 minute. Let me take this out for a second. I got to look at it right here, because my phone, these iPhones, they go high, and I forgot I got my vent on. It's a little chilly. But giving these children, I could get out, but I'm sitting in the car because I haven't found a park here in Ohio. I know it's one around here, but I ain't got all the way through it yet, but I'm working on it. But don't think that you're better. Don't think that you're better. Don't even look at you're better. Look at you're grateful. And like I say, even with these adults, they might seem grown, but they're not emotionally aligned with themselves. They're not emotionally balanced. They're not emotionally regulated. They are unstable right now. And when you got parents that is just so evil to you, you can't even put a sock on the floor, or you can't even make no type of mistake. That's because their parent had to go through that themselves as children, and they never healed or came back from it. So now you got to feel their trauma. So now you can't make a mistake. You can't say a word wrong. You got to walk a certain way. You living on eggshells as a child, and that's not right. We all make mistakes. Every one of us. We were not born perfect. So don't look at your sisters or your brethren or your peers or children that don't have it in your schools, and you see them coming in and they feeling sad, they looking sad, they don't got no food to eat. Share with them. Share with them. Everybody is not unfortunate than majority people are. So love them. Share with them. If you're a popular person in school, go to one of those ones that everybody look down on, a reject, or look down on them like they don't matter, and you make a friend with them and do it in a good way. Be real about it. Don't do it just to get more popularity. Do it because you genuinely want to do it. Don't do it because, okay, if I do this, then I'm gonna get more popularity, then more people gonna like me. No. Do it because it's in your heart to do it. Don't worry about what other people have to say. Don't worry about what other people do. Do what you is led to do. And I'm talking to y'all children. One's in high school, one's in middle school, one's in elementary school. They just love each other. I go to my grandson little grandparents' day, and those little children just love each other where they are. But when you start getting up in middle school, that's when you start feeling all types of different emotions, because now you're being aware of the abuse. You're being aware of, the hurt and the pain. Now you're wearing it different than you would as a young toddler or a young kid, a youth in your youth. But when you start becoming a teenager and a young adult, see, now you starting to be aware of those emotions. Now you starting to feel them a lot different than you felt them as a child. So it's time to now release, even if you're in homes that is not worthy for to be lived in, condemned homes. And I'm not talking about condemned on the outward. I'm talking about condemning the spiritual in the inside of the home, your parents' home. So I want y'all to love each other. Love yourself. Y'all should not have to feel a depression. You should not have to feel any type of anxiety. You should not have to have suicide thoughts. You shouldn't. Because the ones that brought you here should protect you. That's why I don't recommend a lot of parents to have children. Because if you're not ready, you should not bring them. Because they should not be brought in this world to be abused. They should be brought in this world to be loved. And loved in God. See, we don't know. Now we know. And now that we know, we're going to show. And I'm going to speak on it a lot. I'm not here for clout. I'm not here for subscribers. I'm not here to get a big following. I'm here to help people love one another. I don't care who don't like to hear me. I don't care who reject me. I don't care who turn their backs on me. I would never turn my back on you. I'm in it to win it. And to win souls, I'm in to win souls. I'm not in to win popularity. I'm not in competition. I'm not in none of that. I don't care about that. That stuff right there is for people that don't know their true identities, that's not living in their reality. I love you all. I do. I love you kids. I love y'all so much. And if you have issues, I'm going to put my email and I'm going to put my phone number, and it's just for the children. It's just for y'all kids. If you just want to call me and you want to talk to me, just send me a text. Miss Siobhan, this is such and such. I seen you on YouTube. Can I talk to you? That's what I need y'all children to do. And I'm going to put it up there. It's not for adult men. Okay, adult men, you're not a kid anymore. You just need to get into your reality. And it's not for adult women. It's y'all need to get into your reality. Y'all know what to do, but our children don't know what to do. And we have to be more stable. And if you're a woman and you still traumatized, it's time for you to get out of that trauma and walk in your reality. And if you're a man, it's time for you to get out of your trauma and walk in your reality. Life is life. But we can't stay stuck in that certain position because we adults. We got to set examples for the children. Go to Titus. Aged women. Let me read you this verse, and then I'm going to let y'all go. And I pray y'all having a good day. I am. I got so much revelation. The Almighty just taking me on different layers. And I'm not here to please anybody. I'm here to love you. I just want to lead y'all to the truth. I don't want to lead y'all to a lie. This is Titus, okay? Titus 2:1. But speak though the things which become sound doctrine, meaning the truth. That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and in patience. In patience. Meaning charity, mean in love. Be in love. The aged woman, the aged women, I'm sorry. Likewise, we got to do the same. We got to be sober. We got to be grave. We got to be temperance. We got to be sound in faith, in charity. We got to be in love. We got to be patient. That's why I said the aged women, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. We got to be holy. We got to be pure. We got to be righteous. We got to do the right thing. We got to stand up for the right things. We got to be obedient to the Almighty. We got to protect. We got to serve. And I'm serving you all children because I know how I feel to be a bandit. Not false accusers, not sitting here just pointing fingers at everybody. And this is for aged women, women of my age or better or higher. We got to be more pure-hearted. We got to be more patient. We got to be more loving. We got to be more caring to the world because we have to lead by example. But not giving too much wine, teachers of good things. We got to be teachers of good things. We can't be around here cussing. We can't be around here shouting. We can't be around here on these podcasts pretending, showing y'all that materialistic worth is worthy than you are, or telling y'all to chase a dollar, or telling y'all to chase this or chase that. No, I'm telling y'all to get into a prayer life, to read the word of God, not just the books that y'all being given in school, but y'all have a spiritual school. That's the most important school of all, to get inside of the word of God. Number 4, Titus 2:4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. So, excuse me, as a woman, I had to teach my children to be lovers of, if my daughter got a husband, to love your husband. If she had children, to love your children. I taught my sons this. Now, my oldest boy is the only one that gave me grandchildren, and he know I'm very strict on, is you doing right by them kids? Is you spending time with them kids? Now, he's a grown man, but he still got his, his inner child. He lost his father, so he's still traumatized from losing his daddy. So Satan got into him, and he started moving a little reckless. All 3 of my kids did. My daughter passed away, though, but she didn't bring kids into this world. But I tell my oldest son, did you, just to the children, did you go check on the children? Did you, because he's not with all 3 of his baby mamas. And that don't mean that he's not a good father because he had 3 different baby mamas. It's not about how many baby mamas you got. It's not about whatever. If you got children, it's about loving your children. And he's very strict about his kids, and he makes sure that he checks on his kids. Now, when he got into some trouble, I made sure that I took on his role because he did not have his father here. So I'm his mother and father. So I made sure that the grandkids was taken well care of when he was locked up. He still was sending money to them, and I would go and get them this and get them that. But I also made sure that their parents was on their grind as well. Right now, you're a single mother. Right now, you already know my son was in the streets, so you advised to have babies from him. So it ain't no crying about it, ain't no none of. You got kid, you got a kid. Each one of them got one kid. So it's time to love them. It ain't no need worrying about this or worrying about that. You have your child to worry about. So I am teacher of good things. I don't care if it's my children or anybody's children. You got to teach your children to be good parents, be lovers of their own home. You do not make your child be torn between your home and their home that they married into. You're supposed to release your children when they get a certain age. You do not be still playing tug of war or making your children being double-minded or choosing between who they supposed to love. Who you gonna choose? You gonna choose your mama or you gonna choose your wife? You choose your wife. And that's the same thing go for daughters. If you got a husband and your parents or your mother or your father or your grandparent, whoever raised you, giving you an ultimatum to choose who, your home or them, you choose your home, you choose your husband. You don't supposed to no longer choose your family. You supposed to be brought up, once again, as it say, Titus 2:4, that they may teach their young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Sorry. That's what we're supposed to teach our kids when we bring them up in the homes. To love, to teach them how to love into their marriages and to love their children, to play a wifey role, and the husband's supposed to be taught by the husbands. But if you didn't, mother, you're gonna have to play both sides, one man. You're gonna have to teach your sons how to love their wives, how to be a man, because we are good teachers, we are nurturers, we are examples to our flocks. So when our flock, meaning our kids, get their own flock, they can be nurturing, they can be caring, they can be, strong, they can be protected, they can be nurturing, they can have charity, love, and care. And then number 5, Titus 2:5, to be discreet, chastised, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. So you won't be blaspheming the word of God. You won't be making the word of God look like the word of God is not truthful, but what you're doing is truthful. So you got to walk it right when you become evolved, when you become a better version of yourself, because we all are sinners. And number 6, Titus 2:6, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded in all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works and doctrine, showing uncorruptedness, gravity, and sincerity. Sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil things to say of you. So you want to become the better version of yourselves. And this should be taught in the home. Your mother should be teaching your young daughters how to do, and your father should be teaching your young sons how to grow up in life in the Almighty, which we know that that's not always the case. But it's now we can turn this thing around and we can get back on our path. We can't pick up where we lost, but we can pick up where we can start over again. We can get back in the race, is what I'm saying, and finish it off with good things, good teachings, good care, being careful, being loving, being kind, being instructors, being examples for the young kids. We can get back on the path and finish the race. We can't do it. And this is for the adults, and this is for the children that is under any adult care. And if your adults got a problem with it, send them to my channel. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I can take constructive criticism. I can take eye rolling. I can take provoking. I can take all of that, turning their backs. I don't want to hear that. I can take all of that, because that's why I was chosen. I was chosen to do this. I am an earth angel, so you got to be careful who you entertain. So be very careful, because you don't know if the Almighty gonna send one of us in your life And you might not know it because we are very disguised, just like Satan disguised himself. We disguise ourselves. People might think that we're normal, but we're not normal people. We are very high level spiritual beings to help other people overcome or get through their traumas. And I talk to the adults on another level, which when I click off of here, I'm gonna restrict it and talk to the adults. But I just want to come up here to you kids and just let you know I love you. Siobhan, love you. Love you so much. You keep going. If you're very energetic, burn that energy. Be a kid. Be a kid. Don't let nobody tell you different. You are a child. You make mistakes. You have bad choices. But just because you're a kid, you're still immature, and you will sooner or later grow into maturity. But you are a kid. You just don't break all kinds of rules. Be obedient. Be obedient to true rules. But never be obedient to anything that's evil. We don't serve Satan. We make Satan serve us. Yes. Okay? I love you all. Be great, be kind, and be gentle to your mental. And just know you're not a mistake. Just know that you're not a mistake. Thank you. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you. Yes, it is a form of witchcraft. It is. It is. Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate the compliment as well. I got to do what I got to do. I was sent by God to do it, and I appreciate you. But I got to go over. And you have a great day. You have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. And I appreciate you all. Mwah. You all have a great day, and I love each and every one of you. Just know that if you don't feel love, you're loved over here, regardless. Period. Mwah. Y'all have a great day. See ya.